The Ghauri Missile, a Pakistani ballistic missile with a range exceeding 1,500 kilometers. It can carry both conventional and nuclear warheads. Its potential transfer to Bangladesh concerns India's security establishment. Though speculative, the implications are significant. India is aware of the strategic implications. The Ghauri missile's range could target major Indian cities. This could alter regional security dynamics profoundly. Strategic depth is critical in military planning, especially for India. It means absorbing enemy attacks using geographical expanse and strategic assets. Historically, India has had strategic depth due to distance from adversaries. Ghauri missiles in Bangladesh would reduce this depth. Major Indian cities would be within striking distance. India would need to reassess its defense and consider countermeasures. India's eastern flank, bordering Bangladesh and Myanmar, has traditionally been considered less volatile than its western border with Pakistan. However, the potential transfer of Ghauri missiles to Bangladesh has the potential to change this perception. India would find itself having to divert resources and attention to a region that was previously not considered a primary security threat. This shift in focus could strain India's military resources and complicate its strategic calculations. The eastern flank could emerge as a new front line, requiring significant investments in infrastructure, manpower, and military hardware. Section 4. Escalation risks, miscalculation and the nuclear shadow. The introduction of advanced ballistic missile technology into the already volatile South Asian region significantly increases the risks of miscalculation and escalation. The possibility of an accidental launch or a misinterpretation of intentions cannot be ruled out, especially in a crisis situation. The fact that the Ghauri missile is capable of carrying nuclear warheads adds another layer of complexity and danger. Even the perception of an enhanced threat could lead to heightened tensions, preemptive strikes, or a dangerous spiral of escalation. The consequences of such an escalation, particularly if it were to involve the use of nuclear weapons, would be catastrophic. Section 5. Regional instability. An arms race in South Asia? The potential transfer of Ghauri missiles to Bangladesh could trigger a destabilizing arms race in South Asia. Neighboring countries, feeling threatened by this development, might feel compelled to bolster their own military capabilities. This arms race would divert scarce resources away from essential development needs and further exacerbate tensions in the region. The pursuit of military superiority could come at the cost of economic progress and regional stability. It could also lead to a dangerous security dilemma, where each country's efforts to enhance its own security ironically make the region as a whole more insecure. Section 6. The China factor, adding fuel to the fire. The potential transfer of Ghauri missiles to Bangladesh cannot be viewed in isolation from the broader geopolitical context, particularly China's growing influence in the region. China has been steadily increasing its military and economic footprint in South Asia, including Bangladesh. While there is no concrete evidence to suggest that China is directly involved in the potential missile transfer, its strategic interests in the region cannot be ignored. China's rivalry with India adds another layer of complexity to the situation. India will be watching closely for any signs of Chinese involvement, and any perception of a Sino-Pakistani axis aimed at undermining India's security will undoubtedly elicit a strong response. Section 7. India's response: diplomacy, deterrence and partnerships. India's response to the potential transfer of Ghauri missiles to Bangladesh will likely involve a multifaceted approach, combining diplomacy, military deterrence, and strategic partnerships. Diplomatically, India will engage with Bangladesh to express its concerns and seek assurances that its security interests are not being compromised. Militarily, India will likely enhance its surveillance capabilities, bolster its military presence along its eastern border, and accelerate the development and deployment of its own missile defense systems. Strategically, India will strengthen its partnerships with countries that share its concerns about regional stability, seeking to build a network of alliances to counterbalance the perceived